think week 4 of Big Brain advice, or Big Brain gym advice. Week 4 or 5 or 3, I can't remember, but whichever it is. Today's topic is band tension. So I just finished a set of cable pullovers and I'm a little bit out of breath, so forgive me for that, but this reminded me to make this Big Brain advice segment. So band tension. So with the cable pullover, for example, the resistance curve, and this is the case with a lot of different movements, the resistance curve is very tough at the top, and then you get to about here and it starts to ease up, and then it's quite easy. So a lot of times you'll fail here rather than failing down here. And that's no good because we want to try and maximize the contraction. So in order to make that reversed, we get a band, keep the band at a certain tension that it will remove some of the tension at the top here, for example. So now this is pulling this down, so that's a little bit lighter here now. And then as I pull it through, at the top of the range of motion, now the band tension is on the movement in the weakest area, or the least tension area of the resistance curve. So this is just one example of numerous exercises this can be beneficial for. Another one is dumbbell flies. With dumbbell flies, it's the opposite of a pec deck in the sense that a pec deck, the resistance curve is a little bit easier at the bottom, a bit harder at the top, which is ideal. But if you don't have a pec deck machine, which I don't, you would use it with dumbbells, because the dumbbells have a great stretch at the bottom. They're super heavy at the bottom, but a lot of times you'll fail at the bottom rather than midway on at the top. So in order to get more of a contraction at the top of a dumbbell movement, like the dumbbell pec fly, where there's virtually no resistance at the top at all because gravity is working in your favor, in order to go around that, you loop this over your thumbs, get it behind your back or behind the bench really, grab onto the dumbbells, and then you fly through. And that way there's some tension at the top through the bands. At the bottom there's no tension at all, but that's fine because the dumbbells are very heavy at the bottom. So this can be used on so many different things. You could add it to the stack itself if you wanted to make, say, a bicep curl harder at the top, or whatever movement it might be. You could use these to add resistance through resistance curves that might not be super advantageous or could be improved upon. So band tension.